Hi all, thank you so much for joining the Speak Out Team Everest Volunteer Orientation Program. I could see almost close to 1,000 people joining this orientation. Welcome all of you guys. I am Karthi Vidya. I am the founder and CEO of Team Everest. So basically Team Everest is a non-profit organization who is doing this Speak Out program where you teach spoken English to college students actually, right? So, and I did a small survey to figure it out how many of you are old volunteers, repeat volunteers, how many of you are new volunteers. I got to see some 77% of them are completely new. More than 700 volunteers who's attending this orientation are completely new to Team Everest. So I will take probably 10 minutes to first quickly introduce who we are, what we do, how is Team Everest solving some of the problems in the society, and then we will speak in detail about how this Speak Out program works. Okay, so here's a quick flashback about Team Everest. You remember I told you I am the founder of this non-profit. This is my story, my flashback, what motivated me to start this non-profit organization. Here it is, guys. So basically, I come from a place called Arani, 150 kilometers from Chennai, a small town in Tamil Nadu, and I come from a lower middle class family. My father is a videographer, photographer who goes to small marriages and receptions in villages and towns, take videos and photos. And my mom is a government school teacher, and I used to study in a small rural school, like especially during my 7th to 10th standard. I still remember those days. I used to carry my lunch box, go to the bus stand, board a government bus actually because it's free of cost for students. We board the government bus, and the bus itself goes within kind of a forest. You will see greeneries all over there. And I reached the school. That school is itself in a village, like a Pakka village actually, greeneries all over there. Lot of students in and around that village used to come and study there. So I still remember this incident. I used to have one of my friend, like he's my benchmate, my lunchmate, my playmate. So we always spend most of the time together. Everyone here, I know you will have one such friend during your school day, right? Yes, if yes, just put yes in the chat. Everyone had a friend like this during your school days? Yeah, so I too had a friend actually. So whenever we have max classes, right, and my teacher used to buy a long size notebook. Whenever he instructs us to buy a long size notebook, most of the day I will buy it the very next day, but my friend, it will take him like 10 or 15 days to buy the notebook. Why? He didn't have the 20 rupees or 25 rupees to buy the notebook actually. So my teacher punishes him. He will throw outside the classroom, and he will be made to either kneel down or stand outside the classroom. So most of the times he will be getting punishments, and he will be standing or kneeling down outside the classroom. And he is one of my very close friends. So I used to sit in my bench all alone, feeling very sad for my friend. And my friend needs to go and get this notebook. So his father is a cycle mechanic. So he will go back home and he will work with his father, and he will do all mechanical work. He will put punches to bicycle, will do all kind of work. He will earn like 2 rupees a day, 3 rupees a day. He will keep earning, and he will keep accumulating that money. So when he actually reaches 25 rupees, he will go to a stationery shop, buy a notebook, and then bring the notebook to the school actually. So till he brings that notebook to the school, he will be always getting punishments. And it's not just him. Many students whom I met till my 10th standard used to be treated like this because they come from very, very financially poor background. And I got some good marks in 10th. So my family thought, especially my mom thought, okay, why don't you put this kid in a better school so that I can score some good marks? So they came across a school in Chennai, and my family didn't have enough money. So they got some loan, and they put me in one of the top 10 private schools in Chennai. So till 10th, I'm studying in a village, and 11th and 12th, I came to Chennai. That too, studying in one of the top 10 private school. And after joining the school, I observed a couple of things. First thing I observed was many students whom I met in the school were financially rich. So till 10th, I'm seeing very, very financially poor students. And 11th and 12th, I'm seeing very, very rich children. But the most striking difference is the quality of education. The kind of education I got in Chennai is like 100, 200 times better than what I used to get in a village. I actually felt very bad because all my friends in the village are getting a different kind of education. And because my family could afford little money by getting a loan, I am getting a very superior education in Chennai. I felt that is not fair. I strongly believe every child should have equal access to education. How many of you believe that you too believe that every child should have equal access to education? Just put equal in the chat. How many people believe that every child in this world should have equal access to education? Absolutely, yes. So, but that's not happening. I understood as a 11th standard kid what is happening in our country. So if you have money, you get one kind of education. You don't have money, you get a different kind of education altogether. I felt that is not fair. I understood, like what we call as inequality, right? Someone is very rich, someone is very poor. I understood that inequality happens in the society right at your school days itself because of the kind of education you are exposed to. I felt that is not fair. I wanted to give equal opportunities to all the kids and I wanted to do something about it. So I was in an hostel during my 11th and 12th. I couldn't do much. So I completed my schooling and I joined my engineering in Salem. It's a small town in Tamil Nadu again. I'm a metallurgical engineer basically. So I did my engineering during 2002 to 2006. So those 4 years, right, out of my own interest, I started volunteering locally. Like because weekends are a holiday, I started going to local orphanages, old age homes, visually challenged homes and all. I started volunteering. This is something I did as an individual, not I didn't start Team Everest at that time. And during those engineering days, during my final year, we used to have campus interviews in our colleges, right? So I too got campus interview. I got placed in my first company, which is nothing but Cognizant. So I got campus placed in Cognizant, and that's when I decided, okay, I have got a full-time job also now. So once I joined this company, I thought I will start a small team and make more people, more individuals to volunteer. So I completed my college in 2006. I came to Chennai. I joined Cognizant in Chennai OMR Road in Thuraipakam office. And after joining there, I got my first month's salary on August 30, 2006, almost 15 years, more than 15 years back actually. So after getting my salary, I reached out to some of my friends. I asked them, hey, would you be interested in supporting children's education in villages? I asked some of my friends. 3 people came forward. They contributed, including my contribution. We collected 4,000 rupees from 4 people altogether, and we went to a small village called Sirumur, 150 kilometers from Chennai. It's a very very small village, and we identified children who used to struggle like my friend. We identified those children, and we started sponsoring them. We gave them like uniform, notebooks, stationaries, dictionaries, all those stuff. That's the very first activity of Team Everest. That's how this organization started 15 years back in 2006. And those days, right, I worked as a full-time IT guy. I was a Java developer within the organization. I had a full-time office work to do. You know how IT works, right? Most of you would be from IT here. So if we had 8 to 10 hours of job or 11 hours of job every day. So how do you manage office work and Everest work? The only way is to work long hours. So I used to wake up like 3:30 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I used to go to bed at 11:30, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. I used to like work crazily like 15 hours, 16 hours a day. That's how I used to manage both my office work, Everest work. Weekends was completely dedicated to Team Everest. That's how I'm juggling both my corporate job and my Team Everest job. And after working like this for almost 100 months, I quit my job on December 31st, 2014. Exactly after 100 months. What motivated me to quit my job is I'm very, very passionate about volunteering. I strongly believe when people like you volunteer, we could make an enormous change, enormous impact in the society. So that's what motivated me to quit this job. So I quit the job and I came out. I know as an individual, I couldn't do much. So we wanted to build a small team. So we hired our first employee. Then we took a small office in Chennai and we slowly started building the team. And today, if you look at it, we have around 25 employees with us. Some 25,000 volunteers are there. So these are volunteers across India. You could have seen we have people across India and we have volunteers across the globe. We have volunteers from 30 different countries, all Indians, but wanting to give back to the society. With the help of these volunteers, we currently work with some 40,000 children every year. These are right from kindergarten till college students. We work with various children, guys. So that's a very, very short intro about who I am, what we do, how we started this organization, and where we are right now. What do you guys think about this journey? Why don't you put it in the chat? So If you are in IT, I was in IT at some point of time. I was one among you earlier. But yeah, my passion to, I always used to say, how cricket is to Sachin or music is to Rahman, volunteering is to me. I'm very, very passionate about volunteering. And I thought, like if we are in the sector, we can make more and more people like you to give back to the society. Fantastic. So someone is like asking, hey, how do you take care of your salary? Guys, I didn't take any salary from 2015 till 2020. My wife was working. I was using her salary for my survival, but we are running out of savings and I know I couldn't run our family. So 2020, I wrote a blog post telling, hey guys, this is what I'm doing. Would you like to sponsor? Then 30 people, like who are working professionals like you, they came and sponsored me. They gave like, okay, I will give you 500 rupees a month or 1000 rupees a month. They started giving me some money. And today some 30 people are sponsoring me, and using which I am taking a salary and I am continuing to make a difference right now. So that's how we are actually surviving. Fantastic. Thank you. Okay, so now you know how we started, where we are right now. So if you ask what is the vision of this organization, our vision itself is to inspire everyone to volunteer. Like I told you, I've worked with thousands of volunteers like you. I could see 1,100 people are listening to this orientation right now. I've worked with thousands of volunteers in the past 15 years. And I will surely tell you, everyone here has a potential to make a huge difference. So Team Everest wants to become a platform to enable volunteering for people like you. That is what we do. We want to make volunteering as a habit, volunteering as a lifestyle, just like how you casually go to a movie, how you casually go to a shopping. We also want you to casually volunteer. Simple. That is exactly why we exist, basically. So if you look at our focus area, we predominantly focus on promoting volunteering, making volunteering easy for people like you. At the same time, we also provide education to financially poor children. So in terms of activities, this is what we do. We basically give a lot of scholarships. We give scholarships to school children, college children, children from rural background. Similarly, we do a lot of volunteering programs, like adult volunteering program. When I say adult volunteering program, anyone who's a graduate can volunteer. So it could be working professionals like you, freelancers, entrepreneur, retired people, senior citizens. All these people could volunteer, because most of our initiatives are virtual volunteering. So irrespective of where you are from, you can volunteer for this program. So your parents could volunteer, in fact. We also have children volunteering program, because if we don't teach volunteering to children, the future India will not volunteer. So we started children volunteering. So anyone at the age of 3 can volunteer with us. Anyone at the age of 3. In case some of you here are parents, you have young children who are in school and college, please teach them volunteering so that they continue to volunteer in future. I know how hard it is to bring volunteers to programs like Speak Out, actually. So please encourage your children to volunteer. All these are virtual volunteering programs again. And we also work with corporates. Some of you here actually would have got our mailers via your corporate, right? So various corporates are participating here. So we do exclusive program for corporates also, or they go and help us spread the message to their employees and they turn up for the program actually. So these are something that we are doing actually. So let me take a minute. I will show you where you could see these things. See, teameverest.ngo is our website. And I will tell you something. Every month we roll out new volunteering programs. Every month there will be new programs. So if you go to events, to upcoming events, you could see what are the programs for, say, April. You could see Speak Out is happening. There's something called as cloth bag making is happening. So we have programs every month which we list there, where you can come and be part of it. So you could see exclusive adult volunteering opportunity. Go to volunteering opportunities for adults and you could see what are the various opportunities that are available actually. Similarly, if you go to children volunteering program, you could see all our children volunteering program where children from the age of 3, school students, college students can be part of it. So this is how we actually promote volunteering and make people like you to volunteer. My teammate Shweta would have put up those links in the chat. She will be posting it right now. So if at all you need these links, please go there. All you need to do is just go to teameverest.ngo/events page. And you could see all our programs here. You could see, if you scroll down, you could see what adult program, school and college students program, all the program has been put up here. Fantastic. Thank you. So now you know what we do, how we started, how we make a difference. So before we proceed, speak exclusively about Speak Out. Let's stay in touch, because like I told you, we are existing for the past 15 years. For the past 15 years, what we are doing is promoting volunteering, helping children. And for the rest of our life also, we are going to create lot of volunteering opportunities for people like you. So in case you loved our story, you love to stay in touch with us, I am going to share my personal WhatsApp number. I'm using this for more than past 10 years. I'm using this number. This is my personal WhatsApp number. See, you might have already got a WhatsApp message from our official WhatsApp account. That's our help desk number. This is my personal number. In case you wish to stay in touch with me, please save the number. You can save it as Karthi Everest. And please WhatsApp as saved along with your name. In case your name is Divya, just WhatsApp as saved Divya, so that I can save your number in future. Maybe any program comes out, I will try to WhatsApp you also. Like I will hardly send 1 or 2 messages a month, not more than that. But you could always save my number. Like whenever you think you want to volunteer or you see a deserving child who needs help, feel free to reach out to us. We could help you out. Right? This is our number. So can you please take a minute to save the number on WhatsApp as saved, please? I will give probably 30 seconds to do this. If you could not save it now, please take a screenshot so that you could save this and be in touch with us. Okay. Now, having said this, how do we communicate all our volunteering opportunities to our people? See, we basically first communicate, we first post this on social media actually. So in case you are on any social media channels, we will put up those links in the chat. Please take a minute to follow us there. Please take a minute to follow us there. My team at Shweta has already posted the links, and I am in case, so those are our Team Everest links. In case some of you wants to be in touch with me, I'm very active on Insta and LinkedIn. You can give me a friend request on LinkedIn as well. Please mention Speak Out and give me a friend request. I can accept your friend request. I am putting the link in the chat once again. You can give me a friend request and you can follow us on all the social media channels. Please, any questions, please put it in Q&A. Don't ask any question in chat. Fantastic. Someone is asking for the number again. Let me go back. So this is my number 8939912365 plus 91. So because people across the globe are volunteering, I'm in India, I'm in Chennai right now. This is my personal contact number. Okay, so and we have shared you the social media links also. I hope, let me go and check. I hope you guys have followed us. I know most of you would be on Instagram at least. Please follow us there, and on LinkedIn. You could give me a friend request also. Yes, I could see a lot of people are following us. Okay. Fantastic. Okay. Wow. Thank you. I will give another 10 seconds to do this so that we stay in touch for the rest of our lives. Okay. Thank you. Oh my God. Okay. I've got 63 friend requests already. Okay. Thank you. So let's move on. So I hope now you understand who I am, what is Team Everest, how we make a difference. So you guys are ready now to learn about how Speak Out works. We have another 45 minutes. The session goes on till 8:15. Are you ready to learn about Speak Out? If yes, just put ready in the chat. Fantastic. Thank you. Okay. So let's talk specifically about Speak Out right now. So this would be the agenda I'm going to cover as part of Speak Out. So we'll understand what is this program, how it works, who are the beneficiaries and the timelines for the program, and how do we select volunteer selection. I will tell you why we are shortlisting volunteers, and then how will the curriculum for the program will look like. And then I will also talk about commonly faced issues and solutions. Okay, commonly faced issues and how could you solve those issues actually. And finally, some do's and don'ts of the program. Okay, and at the end of the session, I will also share you a link, confirmation link, which you need to go and give a confirmation to be part of the program, because only if you give confirmation, we'll consider you for the program actually. Right? Okay, so let's start. What is the Speak Out program all about? See, this is a one-on-one virtual volunteering program. So you could do it from the comfort of your home. Every volunteer who will be giving confirmation for this program would be tagged with a college student. Okay, every volunteer will get one college student, and you need to do 30 sessions for them within 45 days. One session is 30 minutes. Basically, one session is one phone call. Okay, we are giving you 45 days. You need to do 30 sessions, and you need to do just session over a regular phone call. It's not on Zoom or something like that, or a normal phone call. You're going to do it. In case you are outside India, you can give a call on WhatsApp. You can do a WhatsApp call. In case, like if you are in UAE, places like Dubai, where WhatsApp voice call is banned, then you use some other apps. You ask the student to use the app, and then you can schedule the call. But it's going to be a normal phone call. It's not a video call. It's a normal phone call you're going to give to the student and do the session actually, right? Okay. You have any questions, please put it in Q&A. Don't put it in the chat. So who are you actually going to talk with? Who are these college students basically? See, you remember the introduction I told you that we give a lot of scholarships. So we do a scholarship program called as I Am the Change Scholarship Program. So you are going to actually speak with the students who are part of our I Am the Change Scholarship Program. So who are these people, right? See, these are actually the beneficiaries of the program are basically parentless students. When I say parentless, they lost both their father, mother, they live with their grandma, grandpa, aunt, or uncle actually. They don't come from an orphanage. All these children, parentless students, when I say, they stay with some of their relatives actually. Then we have single parented students. Many of our students are single parented students who lost their father or mother. Okay, either they might have died or they have left the family. But 90% of the students lost their father living with a single mother actually. When you speak with them, you will understand. And we also have a huge number of students who are financially challenged. See, all these children are financially, when I say financially poor, their income would be lesser than 15,000 rupees a month. So we have students who have both the parents, but either the parent would be sick or they're very, very poor. They may not be working right now. So we have students like that who are part of the scholarship program basically. Okay, we pick them, we handpick them after a selection process. This is what we do as part of the selection process for the scholarship. Like we do a eligibility check, there's a mark verification, which school they come from, there's a student interview, parent interview, there's a home visit that happens, there's a virtual skill assessment we do, we get a confirmation from them. After all these 8 steps, we shortlist children and we make them part of the scholarship program actually. Those are the students to whom you are actually going to teach as part of the Speak Out program. So how many students are there as part of the program, right? As of now, so in the past 6 years, we have sponsored 1,850 students as part of the program. 1,850 students actually. So if you look at it, right, these children, 82% of these children are girls. They're studying some 220 colleges. They do some 98 courses. These are the students whom you are going to teach as part of the Speak Out program. So out of these children, we have still 1,650 students studying in college, 200 passed out, and 1,300 students have opted in for the Speak Out program right now. So 1,300 students would be doing the program, for which we need 1,300 volunteers. So you would be basically talking with college students who are in 1st to 3rd years of their college education. They could be from arts, engineering, law, medical background, different courses they do, like I told you in the statistics some time back. So these are the kind of background these children come from whom you are going to teach. So let me probably play a small 1-minute video to help you understand what kind of children would be part of the Speak Out. Okay, let me play a small 1-minute video for you. So let me go to my YouTube channel where we post all these 1-minute videos. Okay, here's a story of one of our students. We all might have ordered from Swiggy, right? So we sponsor one of the Swiggy delivery woman's daughter. Here's the story of that. Have a look into it.
நான் சென்னைக்கு 17 வருஷம் ஆகுது. 2004ல் வந்தோம். காலையில் 3 மணிக்கு எழுந்திரிச்சு போய் காயெல்லாம் கீரை எல்லாம் வாங்கிட்டு வருவேன். வாங்கிட்டு வந்து அதெல்லாம் 11 மணிக்குள்ளே விற்றுருவேன். விற்றுட்டு மறுபடியும் சாப்பிட்டுட்டு மறுபடியும் ஸ்விக்கிக்கு போவேன். போயிட்டு 12 மணிலேருந்து 4-4:30 வரைக்கும் அங்கே ஒர்க் பண்ணுவேன். திருப்பி 5 மணிக்கு வியாபாரத்துக்கு போவேன். 5 மணிக்கு வியாபாரத்துக்கு போயிட்டு நைட் 8 மணி 8:30க்கு வருவேன். நான் சிதம்பரம் ரயில்வே ஸ்டேஷன்ல என் 3 குழந்தைங்கள கூட்டிட்டு வந்து, என் பெரிய பொண்ணு வந்து 3 வயசு குழந்தை, சின்ன பொண்ணு வந்து 2 வயசு குழந்தை, பையன் வந்து 30 நாள், பிறந்து 30 நாள் தான் ஆகுது. சென்னைக்கு போகுது, பெங்களூர் போகுது. நீ எங்கம்மா போகணும் அப்படின்னு கேட்டாங்க. எனக்கு சென்னைக்கு கொடுங்கன்னு நான் கேட்டேன். சென்னையில வந்து நாங்க இறங்கும்போது நைட் 8 மணி. ஒரு முழம் பூ கட்டினா 15 பைசா. 100 முழம் பூ கட்டுவேன் ஒரு நாளைக்கு 15 ரூபாய்க்காக. ஒரு குடம் தண்ணி எடுத்துட்டு வந்து கொடுத்தா 2 ரூபாய் கொடுப்பாங்க. எனக்கு வந்து குடும்ப கட்டுப்பாடு ஆபரேஷன் பண்ணி 16 நாள்ல தான் நான் மெட்ராஸ்குள்ள வந்திருந்தேன். அப்ப தண்ணி குடம்லாம் தூக்கக்கூடாதுன்னு சொல்லியிருந்தாங்க. இருந்தாலும் தண்ணி தூக்கி கொடுத்தா 2 ரூபாய் கொடுப்பாங்களே ஒரு குடம் தண்ணி தூக்கி கொடுத்தா. சின்னதா ஒரு மினி மண்டபம் இருக்கும். அதுல வந்து சாப்பாடு வந்து பரிமாறின பிற்பாடு அந்த இலையை எடுத்து போட்டு 50 ரூபாய் கொடுப்பாங்க. இலை அவங்க சாப்பாடும் கொடுப்பாங்க. இது செய்தியாமான்னு கேட்பாங்க. நாங்க அந்த போய் இலை எடுப்போம். அந்த மாதிரிதான் நான் கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமா கஷ்டப்பட்டு இன்னைக்கு கடவுள் புண்ணியத்துல என் பசங்களை நல்லா வளர்த்தேன். அவங்க 3 பேரும் வளர்ந்து ஒரு நல்ல நிலைமைக்கு வந்தாங்கனாலே போதும். அதை பார்த்தனாலே போதும். சொல்லுவாங்க இல்லைங்களா, மணிமேகலை பொண்ணு இந்த அளவுக்கு வந்திருக்காங்க அப்படின்னு. அந்த ஒரு வார்த்தை போதும் எனக்கு. நான் பட்ட கஷ்டம் எல்லாம் மறைஞ்சிடும்.
Yeah. So it's students like Madhumita who would be part of this program. How many people are excited to go and teach a student like Madhu? Just put excited in the chat. Fantastic. I could see a lot of comments coming in. I'm just opening it to all. You could see. Fantastic. Thank you. So, guys, so some are asking these questions. See, currently all these beneficiaries are from Tamil Nadu. They are from Chennai, Coimbatore and Madurai, 3 places. Some people are asking, should I know Tamil? No, not required. See, some of the students would be they will understand English. They will also can speak English, but not fluently. They might speak with a lot of grammatical mistakes. That's where you have to fix, because most of the children would be finishing college this year or next year. So they need to fix their English to get into a good job, basically. So they will English. Knowing local language is not a concern. If you know Tamil, speak with them in Tamil. If you don't know Tamil, don't worry. Please speak with them in English. Many students also opt in. They will see when they opt in, they also tell, I need a Tamil speaking volunteer, or they will mention, if volunteer don't know Tamil, I'm fine with it. Because they also want to take it as a challenge and learn. Like only when you practice English, you would be able to learn English. So children also opt in what kind of volunteer they want. So more than 1,000 students have already opted in. I need a volunteer who don't know Tamil. So don't worry about language. It's not a constraint at all. Okay. Now, having said that, why are we doing the Speak Out program actually? See, simple, basically to improve communication skill, because every time we meet these children and we pick these children from very financially poor background, and most of these children don't get quality education, so their communication skill is very, very poor actually. So the goal is to improve their communication skill, help them practice English, because anything you do when you practice, you can improve it, and help them build confidence. See, some of our students will speak good English, but they don't have confidence to speak. That is the biggest problem. So when you put them in a one-on-one environment, they will open up, they can break up, because there's no one to laugh at them when you speak. How many of us actually struggle with poor communication skill during their college days? Just put yes in the chat. How many of you here struggled with poor communication skills? And how many of you had, like people will laugh at me, so I will not speak in public? Just put number 1 in the chat. You could see everyone has faced this problem. And today you're speaking good English, how much efforts it went behind, and how crucial role it plays in your employment also. Right? So that is the goal actually. The goal is to help them build confidence, improve their communication skills, and help them become employable. Like I told you, many of the children are parentless, single parented, and these children come from financially poor background. So only if they get a good job, they get a good salary. If they get a good salary, they can pull their family out of poverty. So this is very, very crucial skill that children needs to actually improve upon. So the goal of this program, goal of Speak Out, is improvement, not perfection. Because in 30 days, just by doing in 30 sessions, by spending 30 minutes, which is in 15 hours, you can't make someone to speak perfect English. Please understand. The goal is not perfection. The goal is improvement. Everyone understood this? If yes, just put yes in the chat. Everyone understood this? Because if we think that in 15 hours we can make someone speak perfect English, we are fools. It's not possible. The goal is to improvement. If you can make them speak better English, than how they spoke on day 1. Day 31, they are speaking better English. This program is a success. That is the goal. Because without constant practice, you can't do anything. So the goal is to improve, is improvement, not perfection. So you need to, we would have learned this, practice makes a man perfect, right? So the goal is to make these people to practice. So the core idea behind Speak Out is to practice. Go practice, because we give an advice to student, hey, please speak in front of the mirror, speak with your friends in English. We give advice, but they don't do that. Many people, only personally motivated students do it. Many people, 80% of them don't do this. So we want to create a very safe environment for them where they can practice English with an individual who can speak good English, so that they overcome the fear of English and they break it out. Guys, you understood this? Yes, just put S in the chat. You understood this? This is the core idea behind why we are doing Speak Out. The goal is to make them practice. See, I'm not good at basketball. I go and practice every day the same shot. I will improve, right? So the foundation of Speak Out is practice, basically. So that is why you will see repetition in the curriculum also. See, every day probably they will do a match the following or fill in the blank, something like that. Same activity keeps repeating. Why? Because see, when we learned addition, what will we do? Till we master addition, you keep doing the same single digit addition multiple times. Then you master it, then you will go to 2 digits addition and keep doing two digits addition till you master it. So you will see repetition in curriculum, because it is about practice. It is about repetition, so that they can actually learn better. Got it? Okay. So how does this entire Speak Out works? This is the big picture. If you want, you could take a screenshot of this. So you already signed up via Team Everest. You signed up on our website. What I'm doing right now is volunteer orientation. We are at step number 2 right now. And post this, you need to give a confirmation. I will be sharing the link by 8:15. I will be sharing you the link. So please stay back till 8:15 p.m. I will share you a link. You have to give a confirmation there. Okay. And after you give a confirmation, we'll share you the student details along with a handbook. Handbook is nothing but the curriculum for the program. We'll share you who your student is, their name, their contact number, we'll give it to you, and the curriculum of the program. Once you get this, you can start the session, you end the session. After that, you can mark your feedback and attendance after every session. So you'll be repeating 5 to 7. Step 5 to step 7 will be repeating it for 30 sessions. You complete all the 30 sessions. We'll do a small feedback survey, and we will also do a reflection meeting. We'll bring all the volunteers again on a Zoom call. We will give you voice access so that we can share experience on how did the entire Speak Out go. And finally, we'll also give a small e-certificate as a token of appreciation for everyone who completes 30 sessions. Guys, is this clear? Is this clear? Just put clear in the chat. Everyone understood this? If you want, please take a screenshot of this. This is how the entire big picture of the program happens. Fantastic. So, what are the timelines for the program? Okay, please take a screenshot of this also. We anyway will be mailing you all the details also on email. Okay, so the timelines is this. See, tonight 11 p.m. I will be sharing you a link for the confirmation during the meeting also, but also at 11 p.m. tonight you will be getting it on email. Okay, you will get a mail with a link for confirmation. The deadline for people who are attending the session, currently I could see 1,100 people attending the session. Your deadline to give confirmation for this program would be 8 p.m. IST. Okay, 11th April, 8 p.m. IST. That is by Monday, 8 p.m. IST, you should give a confirmation. Yes, I will be part of the program. If you don't want to be part of the program also, then you can go to the same link and you can mark unsubscribe. Okay, I don't want to be part of the program. You need to give either confirmation to be part of the program or don't want to be part of the program. And for people, like see, we have 2,400 people signing up for the program actually, and we could see only 1,100 people signed up. The first priority will be given to you. First priority will be given to people who are attending this orientation. So 11th April, if you don't get enough confirmation, then we send out a mail to rest of the people who are not attending the orientation, and their deadline, who will be watching the recording, their deadline for confirmation is 14th April, 8 p.m. IST. Okay, please understand, recording will be shared only if enough volunteer did not attend the orientation. Okay, if enough people are not giving confirmation, only then we will be sharing the recording to people who have not attended the orientation. So once you give confirmation, Please take a screenshot of this page. 16th April, 8 p.m. IST. That is by next Saturday, you will be getting who your student is along with the handbook. And then 18th April, your initiative starts. Okay, the moment you get this, I will explain you what needs to be done. Your initiative starts. Your time till 1 June, you will have 45 days. You need to do 30 sessions, only one session a day. You have 45 days, you need to do 30 sessions, only one session a day. And by 6th June, 7 p.m., we'll do a reflection meeting on Zoom. We'll share you the link. And by 13th June, 8 p.m. IST, we'll give you a e-certificate. Guys, is this clear? Everyone, just put yes in the chat. Everyone, is this clear? Because there are 1,100 people. I know some of you have questions. Please put it in Q&A. We will take up your questions. So simple. We'll give you a mail to confirm. I will share you the link by 8:15. Okay, in another 30 minutes, I'll be sharing it with you. Click on the link, give a confirmation, then we will consider you for the program. Whoever attends this orientation will be given first priority. Right? Okay. So you need to understand this. 2,460 people have signed up to teach 1,300 students, and 1,100 people of 1,180 people have turned up for this orientation program. Fantastic. So basically, that is where the volunteer selection comes into play. So you already signed up or attending the orientation. I am going to give you the confirmation link only to people who have attended the orientation. So what happens is, if we get enough volunteers, once we get 1,300 volunteers, the confirmation page will close. You will be added to wait list. Okay, and whoever gets confirmed for the program will add to the program, will tag you the student. In case not enough people give confirmation, we don't get 1,300 people, we will send their recording to the people who have not attended the orientation, and they can watch, they can give a confirmation basically. So that the moment we get 1,300 volunteers, we will close the confirmation page and we will tell you are added to wait list. So basically, please remember, you have to confirm without fail. Only if you give confirmation, we will consider that you are interested and you will be part of the program. Right? So volunteers will be considered on first come first serve basis. The first 1,300 to give confirmation will be considered for the program. So even if you attend the orientation, but you are not one among the 1,300 people to give a confirmation, we will not be considering you for the program. Why are we taking additional volunteers? Because many people who sign up don't turn up for the program, don't attend the orientation, don't come and give a confirmation. That is why we always sign up additional volunteers, so that maybe you could see, like 45% of the people signed up turned up for the orientation despite 3 reminders. So that is why we ask additional people to sign up, and then we take people who give confirmation on a first come first serve basis. Guys, do you think this is the right way to do this? Yes, just put yes in the chat. That's the problem. Many people sign up, they don't turn up for the program. That is the reason why we are doing this. Right? So the confirmation page will be closed if we receive enough volunteers. The first 1,300 people will be considered for the program. Okay. In case the 1,301 person comes, we will add them to the wait list. Okay. It's like IRCTC. When you go and book a ticket, will be added to the wait list. Any of the first 1,300 people drop out, we will add the 1,301 person to the major program actually. So that is how this actually works. Right? Okay. Now, after you give the confirmation, what happens? See, after you give the confirmation, like as per the deadline timelines I have told you, by next Saturday, we'll be sharing your student details to you via email. And once you get this, call or WhatsApp the student. Okay, call or WhatsApp the student and do a small icebreaker session with them. We will also tell you what to do in the icebreaker. It's basically an introduction session. You do a icebreaker, could be for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, like that. You do a small icebreaker session with them. After doing the icebreaking session, during icebreaking session itself, schedule a call timing with the student. It's a convenient timing to choose. From morning 6 a.m. till night 9:30 p.m. IST. I repeat, morning 6 a.m. IST till 9:30 p.m. IST, you can schedule a call. It's between you and the student right now. Whatever time works for you, whatever the student time works for the student, fix a convenient, mutually convenient timing and then do the session. Okay, because your work timing would be different, college timing would be different. So you need to figure out a time between you and the student, and then you need to do the session at that timing. Guys, everyone understood this? Yes? Yes, just put yes in the chat. Everyone understood this? It's a mutually convenient time between you and the student. So after doing this in the icebreaker, mark the attendance that you have done the icebreaker also. So we knew how many people have done the icebreaker connected with the student. And then you can start calling your student as per the accepted date and time, because we are giving you 45 days. All you need to do is just 30 sessions. You have 15 days extra, basically. Right? So you need to just complete all sessions within the deadline. Simple. Right? Okay. So what happens in a day? Imagine now you are given a confirmation, you did the icebreaker, now you are connected with the student. Now what happens in a day? What will happen in a session? Have a look into this. Before that, understand this. We give something called as handbook. There are two handbooks. One we call as student handbook. It's a PDF document. We share it with the student. It will have only questions. It will not have answers. And there is a volunteer handbook which has both questions and answers. You understood this? There's a student handbook only with questions. There's a volunteering handbook with both question and answer. We will share the volunteering handbook with the volunteer. Student will get the student handbook. We will see, if possible, we will share you the student handbook also to the volunteer, but you will definitely get your volunteering handbook. Now, if you go there, you check your volunteer handbook. Okay, see, basically this is what the student will do. Okay, so if you check your volunteering handbook, and what student will do is he will have only questions. He or she will take the paper, they will write the answers for the questions, they will take a picture, they will WhatsApp to you before the session. Before the session itself, they will WhatsApp to you. So you check the student's answer, you will understand, oh, this is what the kid has done. Now you call them on time. Say you agreed at 7 p.m. IST, you call them on time. During the call, you discuss the answer. You discuss, hey, this is right, well done. This is wrong. Then you tell them why this is wrong, how it could be corrected. So you are going to basically give deliberate feedback to every student, whether this is right or wrong. If it is wrong, you have to give an explanation why it is wrong, because you have both the question and answer. So that's what you're going to do during the call. So the answers, the question already the student got in the handbook, they will write the answer, take a picture, WhatsApp to you. You check it during the call, discuss the answers, tell which are right, which are wrong. Anything is wrong, you tell them why it is wrong, how to do it next day correctly, right? So schedule the next session. When is the next session? Then you go back, mark the attendance and give feedback. You can take a screenshot of this if you want, but everyone understood this? Yes, just put yes in the chat. Everyone understood this? It's a simple thing. Great. Thank you. So when to call the student? Like I already told you, it's a very convenient timing. 7 p.m. IST is what we recommend to you, because it's after your work hours for most of them. Student would also be available, but it's absolutely convenient, flexible. Please, you can change it as per your students and as per yours and students availability. It's up to you, but we recommend 7 p.m. IST, but it's completely up to you. You can do it at any point of time. Okay, great. So remember, it's a normal one-to-one voice call. Okay, it's going to be a normal one-to-one voice call. People outside India can do a WhatsApp call, and we'll be guiding the same student throughout the speaker. The student will not change, the same student. And please remember, don't do more than one session a day, because see, it's like doctor gives you 30 tablets. You can't have all the 30 tablets on the same day, right? You need to have one tablet a day, right? Same concept here. If you are trying to do everything on the same day, then you can't take a feedback, learn from it, and fix it the next day. So always do one session a day, not more than one session a day. You understood this? Put one in the chat. You should do only one session. Got this? Yes, fantastic. So how should you mark the attendance? See, when we share you a email with the student details, we will share your OTP, link for the attendance, and the link to the curriculum. Okay, so this is how you should go and mark the attendance. Let me show you. So your attendance page will look like this. For example, my OTP is 11111. I click on show me attendance. Now it will immediately identify who you are. See, it identify welcome Karthik. Your student name is Lavanya. This is our ID. If this is the right ID, go ahead. Now you choose the session date, and see, you can mark completed. If you completed the session, mark completed. You can mark not completed when the session is scheduled. but the student didn't pick the call, mark it as not completed. But say the session is scheduled, but you are not turning up for the session because you had an urgent meeting, mark it as not completed. In case you have not scheduled the session, mark it as session not scheduled. That is the difference. But it's completed, click on completed. It will ask you how much time you spent. You put say 37 minutes. Now feedback to the student. You need to put at least 20 characters here. Okay. So you did well today. Ask, so you can mention like ask more questions tomorrow. So you can put it like this. You want to put any feedback to team members, put it here. If not, you can leave it empty and then you can go and submit it here. But see, you could see check your attendance here. For example, you check this. What happens is, okay, it's not showing up right now, but when you click here, it will show all your past attendance. That's what happens because I'm not marked any attendance not showing up. If not, it will show your past attendance here. Okay, so you just go and put it, click on submit. Now what happens is it will take you to a thank you page. See, I have not marked the session number. See, when you've done the ice breaking call, select ice breaking call. Okay, if not, just say you're done with session 3, mark session 3, then go click on submit. Now what happens is it will take you to a thank you page. Thank you for marking attendance and feedback about the session. That is how you need to mark attendance. Everyone clear? Just put clear in the chat. Everyone, is this clear? Yes, fantastic. Thank you. So remember, mark attendance every day. See, predominantly, if you are not scheduled, you can just, it takes less than a minute to mark the attendance. You go and mark the attendance not scheduled, or if the session is cancelled, you can mark it as session not completed. But in case, at least you should mark after every session you do, you should definitely mark the attendance because you understand 1,300 volunteers, 1,300 students, 2,600 people are volunteering, and we never knew what is happening until unless you don't mark attendance. So please mark the attendance without fail. How many people think this is massive? Imagine managing 1,300 people, 1,300, 2,300. Put massive in the chat. Could you see at the scale that we are working on right now? It's massive. It's very difficult to organize. So we need your support and understanding to make this program work actually. Okay. So remember, the student also marks the attendance. We ask the student also to mark attendance. So please, they also have a link. They also have a different OTP. Ask them to go and mark attendance. If they don't know, please guide them. Right? So student scholarship fees, we will reduce it if they don't finish peak out on time. So please help the student to finish this peak out on time. Okay, so please don't drop out in between. We need your support because people drop out. It becomes tough for us also to continue the program. So please try to, you have given a commitment for 45 days, do 30 sessions so that the student also get the full scholarship fee amount actually, right? Okay, so now let's look into the volunteer handbook actually. You remember volunteering handbook is nothing but the curriculum for the program. See, it will look like this. It will have all the details I told about so far. What to do, how the speak out works, your program information, key dates, the curriculum, the attendance, frequently asked questions, everything will be there. See, it will be basically structured like this. Every session, your 30 sessions, each session is broken down into activities. For example, I will tell you it's divided into levels. Basically, first year students will take up level 1 and level 2. Second year students will take level 4 and third year students will take up level 6. Don't worry about that. When we tag itself, we will give you which level curriculum you need to teach. So don't worry about that. It will have different activities. I will show you a demo. It will be having like this: sort as per group, add man out, related words, comprehension for GK. See, something you will look into it, you will see, hey, this is very easy. This is very simple. Yes, but for most of the students, it will be difficult. Sometimes you will get a smart student who can do it easily, but for majority of the student, they would be at their English level, language level would be at 5th standard, 6th standard, 7th standard. So that is why you see very basic exercise for them. For example, now you go to level 2 or say level 3, 4, you could see, write about the scenarios given, identify and convert tense. You will get grammar when the student is in second year or third year. So that's why we asked you during the sign up, do you know to teach grammar? So that we tag you to the right student. If you have mentioned you don't know grammar, then we'll tag you to a student whose curriculum doesn't involve teaching grammar. That is how we do the mapping actually. So we map all those levels and all, we map it based on their communication skills. And then, like, see, this is how your handbook will look like. It will have, you click on what to do, you will see all those details. How speak out works, we have explained you. Whatever I'm explaining right now, all these things has been put up here. Your program information and key dates, what are the dates we are talking about, everything is here. And about Team Everest, all those things has been put up here. Now this is the curriculum page. You go to curriculum, could you see 30 sessions? You click on any session, now you will see there, like activity 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that we will also give a homework actually. Now homework is something which you will tell to the student over a phone call. They will, next day they will complete the homework and come back and tell you over the phone call. That's what is homework. We will give you every day different homework to the student also. See, we have something called as extra activity. For few levels it will be there, not for all the levels. Now extra activity is something, your student is extremely smart, say a 30 minutes call got over in 20 minutes or 15 minutes, then you can do the extra activity also, so that the student can learn something extra, right? So your entire curriculum has been listed here. Then we have put frequently asked questions. So you have any question post the orientation, we have a detailed FAQ so that you can check these things. Then this is where you can go and mark attendance. You click on this, it will take you to your attendance page basically, right? Okay, so you come back here. You have any questions post this orientation, you need our help, you can drop a mail to volunteer@teameverest.ngo. But before that, always check our FAQs. We will also update the recording of the session over here. And you finish all your 30 sessions, you can take up the survey, which we have put it up here. So your handbook will have everything. Who will get access to handbook? Only people who give confirmation will be share you the link for the handbook, that too along with the student details by next Saturday. Guys, do you think this is useful? This will help you to do your session easily. Just put useful in the chat. Just put useful in the chat. You could see the amount of efforts that has went beyond making these kinds of handbook. We have a handbook for you separately for the student also. Thank you. Fantastic. So there will be different levels, like I told you. For level 2, 4, 6, we have given optional activities also. So you will be assigned to a particular level. It depends on what you have entered and which student we are tagging with you, that level would change. Okay, so please understand, it's a very, very difficult program to run. 1,300 people from different parts of the world and 1,300 students from different part of Tamil Nadu. We are connecting them, and you guys are going to do it one-on-one phone call. So please expect some glitches at the beginning of the program. There might be some issues. Please understand that, but we will definitely fix that for you. So there are sometimes all these things will happen. These are some, you are not available sometime. So that's why I give you 15 days. Sorry, 45 days. So that 15 days is your buffer day. So 45 days you will do 30 sessions. Sometimes student might not be available. Sometimes you will take a temporary break for a few days because say your wife is sick or husband is sick or children is sick. Sometimes people will also drop out from speak out. I recommend not to do that, but just in case you're dropping out, please notify us via email so that we can at least replace another volunteer to the student. And sometimes students might not be reachable regularly. In that case, we will tag a new student to you. So all this would be some exception problems you might face. But remember, the goal is the student should practice English daily. That is the goal. If we all agree to a common goal, we can definitely do this. We have worked with thousands of volunteers in the past. We got amazing results. You could see the student getting confidence, their communication skills getting improved. I will tell you, when you speak with your own student on day 30, you yourself will see how much they have improved actually. So guys, you all commit to a common goal, that is to improve the communication skills of the student. Yes, you commit to this, just put S in the chat. You promise that you will not drop out from the program, just put promise in the chat. Because it takes us massive energy for us. See, doing social work is never easy. It's very complex, very, very complex actually. So we need your support. Without you, we can't do any of these things. Thank you. Someone is even putting God promise. Thank you. So sweet of you. Okay. So what are the issues you might face sometime? Let me tell you so that you can troubleshoot it yourself. So first issue is you have not received email with students details. Guys, please understand, only if you give confirmation on time, the first 1,300 people who give confirmation, we will give you student details. Okay. So please you need to give confirmation on time. And please check your spam and promotional folders also. because sometimes it might end up there and the mail will come to the mail ID which you use during sign up. In case you use your official ID, it will come to your official mail ID. You use your personal mail ID, it will come to your personal mail ID. And you have still not got it after giving confirmation, mail us, we will fix it for you. Okay, this is first issue you might face. Second issue was, okay, you got it. You are trying to reach out to the student to do the ice-breaking call. The student is not picking up the call. Please WhatsApp them, try again, try for 3 days, because first time you call them, they don't pick, you come back to us, it's very difficult to fix us because we're a very small team and 1,000 people reaching out to us, very difficult. So try to fix it for yourself. If they don't pick the call for 3 consecutive days, please reach out to us. We will try to fix it for you. Okay. So student not able to recognize why you call them, and you need to introduce yourself as, hey, I am a Team Everest volunteer. Don't introduce yourself, I am a KPMG volunteer, I am a Philips volunteer, I am a Lionbridge volunteer, I am an IBM volunteer. No, that doesn't work. Because some of you might have got mail from your corporate, you introduce using your company, no one will recognize. You have to introduce yourself as Team Everest volunteer, then they will recognize. But despite that, someone tells, I don't know what is Team Everest, why are you calling? Please immediately drop an email to us. That will not happen. But just in case it happens, drop us an email, we will fix that for you. Then, student cannot speak in English. See, we also map. Student tells, I am okay with a volunteer who don't know Tamil. Only then we map you with a volunteer who don't know Tamil. But in case after that mapping, student is not even able to understand what is there, they can't even speak anything, then drop us an email to volunteer@teameverest.ngo. We'll fix it for you. But I will tell you, student would have marked only if they want to take it as a challenge and do it. So please show some empathy on their side also and do this. And if some student are not picking up call, please empathize them. See, they come from very, very financially poor background. They don't have role models. They don't know how to behave. So we are also educating them. A lot of our children do part-time also. So when you speak with them, you will understand. So show lot of empathy. Okay, sometimes they might not show little seriousness. It's okay. It's our responsibility as adults to teach them. Right? So sometimes you might not find a common time between you and the student. Drop us an email. We will see whether we can tag a new student to you. And sometimes student not reachable regularly. I'm trying for 3 days, 4 days. The student is not at all picking the call, not responding to my WhatsApp message. Drop us a mail. We will speak with the student. We'll fix it for you. Guys, all this is helpful. Just put helpful in the chat. Whatever I'm telling you is helpful. I have another 5 minutes. I'll be sharing the link for confirmation. So please try to troubleshoot, fix the issue by yourself. Only if you cannot fix it by yourself, reach out to Team Everest. We will help for you. Please reach us on email, not on our WhatsApp, not on my personal WhatsApp, surely. Please reach on our email ID. Sometimes you cannot reach it on our official WhatsApp number. We'll fix it for you. But don't try to reach us on multiple mediums, same issue, then it will become difficult for us. Okay. So some do's and don'ts. Respect each other. Please understand they are students. Don't take your work pressure there. Respect each other. Call your student at a dedicated time. Don't keep on changing the time. Fix to a dedicated time. It becomes easy for you and the student. Be prepared before the call because every detail is given in the handbook. So please follow the handbook. Be in a noiseless place. Don't call them while traveling. And please mark attendance without fail. So these are some do's that you should do. What are the don'ts? Don't skip the call because your student is also eagerly waiting to learn from you. So please don't disappoint them. And do not commit any gifts or monetary support to you. See, some of you have already raised the question, how can I sponsor the students for their education? I will answer that question shortly. But please don't give any direct gift or monetary support to them because before they finish this graduation, they will interact with at least 20 volunteers like you. Then they might ask money from each and every volunteer, which will be a very bad experience. So please don't give them any gifts or monetary support to them. Anything you want to do it via Team Everest. Do not contact student after the program. We have told the same to the student also to respect each other's privacy. Right? Guys, we have a child safety policy in place. So please stick to the scope of the program. I know most of you are professionals, but it's my duty to tell this. Stick to the scope of the program. The safety of the student is of paramount importance. So please don't take conversation beyond the scope of this program. You all assure me this? Yes, just put us in the chat. It's very, very important. You are playing the role of a teacher, playing the role of a guru. Please stick to that. It's very, very, very important. Like I told you, 82% of them are girls. So we all have a responsibility to make sure their safety is ensured. Thank you. Thank you for that understanding. Thank you for taking that positively. So guys, how you could reach us? You can take a screenshot of this. We are sending you email from this email ID only. You have any questions post this orientation, drop a mail to volunteer@teameverest.ngo. Drop a mail to volunteer@teameverest.ngo. Right? Okay. So I will repeat the timelines once again. You will get an email by 11 p.m. tonight with a link for confirmation. Whoever attending the orientation, your deadline for confirmation 11th April 8 p.m. IST. If we don't get 1,300 confirmations, then we will send out an email to people who are not attending the orientation, will share their recording, and their deadline is 14 April 8 p.m. IST. We will send the recording only if we don't get enough confirmations, right? So you will be getting, take a screenshot. If I missed to take the screenshot, 16th April, that is by next Saturday, 8 p.m. I should get the student details and the handbook. And your initiative starts by 18th April, ends by 1st June. And by 16th June, we will do a reflection meeting. Okay, you will have 45 days to do 30 sessions. We'll give a e-certificate as a token of appreciation on 13th June, 8 p.m. IST, guys. Right? So remember to confirm without fail, because only if you give confirmation, we'll consider you for the program. Okay, so one help before we end. It's 8:14. I'm going to ask you one help. I told you we are supporting 1,850 students. You know, just to educate one student, two parents need to work their lifelong to educate one student. They are sponsoring 1,850 students. How is that possible? Because 20,000 people sponsored to educate these 1,850 students. You know, like an entire village come to pull a chariot. That is how they tell it takes a village to educate a student. That's what we are doing. People like you are contributing 50 rupees, 100 rupees, 500, 1,000, whatever possible to them. That is how we are educating 1,850 students actually. So our goal for 2022, students are writing examinations in May. Our goal is to support another 1,000 new students this year. And we are looking for new sponsors. So in case if you are someone who is in a position to give, my request to you is, can you also, like today you have come here to give time. Fantastic, great, because not many people will donate time. Thank you so much. But if we want to make these students as graduate, we also need money apart from time. Can you sponsor a student? My request to you is, see, you will get to know who your student is. By December 2022, we'll come back and tell you, this is your student. You can directly interact with them. You can be a mentor to them. You can donate any amount of your choice. You can even be a monthly donor or even an yearly donor actually. So my request to you is, many of you are working professionals here. You are getting a salary monthly. I always used to say, if you are getting something monthly, give something monthly also. So I'm going to run a small poll right now. Guys, if you are in a position to give, please give, because we are looking for donors who could, so that we can go and support these children. We can support new students and make sure they continue their education. Imagine how many of you, if you are not a graduate today, how many of you think you will be still working in the company where you are working right now? So I am running a poll. So can you please take up a poll? It's absolutely voluntary, but any little support from you makes a huge difference. We have 1,100 people here. Imagine so many people come together, how many children we could educate. So can you please take up the poll? I request all of you to take up the poll. Post this, I'm going to share you the link for confirmation. Please take up the poll, everyone. The sooner you take the poll, sooner I'm going to share you the link. Any little support from you would be help. You can donate any amount of your choice. I will recommend you. Remember my story from 2006, I'm sponsoring from my first month salary. I strongly believe everyone here, if I always say, if God has blessed you to be in a position to give, please give, because every graduate year would have sponsored one student. No student needs to struggle for their graduation. And do you know the graduation rate in India? Like if you look at it, I mean, at least I know the graduation rate of Tamil Nadu, only 45% is the highest in the country. So 100 students who pass out 12th, only 45 students join college, 55 drops out. So if people like you and me could come and support these children, so many children can actually complete their graduation. So please take up the poll. If you're not interested, put not interested, or later, it's absolutely voluntary. But I strongly believe when people like you come together, we can make a huge difference. Without those 20,000 people who could not have sponsored 1,850 children. Please take up the poll. I could see 77% have taken the poll. Please take up the poll, guys. I'll give another 10 seconds, please. Okay. Fantastic. And before I share the link, one last help. How did we got 20,000 people? Very simple. People like you volunteered as fundraisers. They reached out to our friends and family members. They reached out to the friends and family members and asked them whether they can contribute for the social cause. Many people, like close to 40,000 people know me when I worked in Cognizant. These people, right, and our 25,000 people, they reach out to their friends and family members. They ask them whether they can contribute for a social cause. Very simple. What do? They just send a WhatsApp message, ask them, hey, there is this non-profit and they are sponsoring these many children, and would you like to contribute? And we come back and tell you, we have won awards for transparency. I will tell you, if you go to our website, you could see there's a transparency tab where we put our balance sheets. All our balance sheet is audited by third-party auditor. We put it there. We have won awards for transparency. Has been showcased in. We have won so many international, national awards. We have been featured in almost all major newspapers. So, how do we get these donors? Our volunteers like you become fundraisers. They reach out to their friends and family on WhatsApp, ask them whether they can they can contribute for a social cause. So, I have a small ask for you before I share the confirmation link, guys. So we are in April right now. This May 1st, we are starting a fundraising program where we invite volunteers like you to become fundraisers. We do a orientation and we ask these people, can you reach out to your friends and family members and ask them whether they are interested in contributing? If they are interested, they will tell us. If they are not interested, they'll tell you no. But can you do that ask for us? We will do how to ask this. We'll share you templates so that you could go and ask. 90% of our fundraisers, volunteer fundraisers, are first-time fundraisers. They've never done fundraising in India. But if you look at countries like US, even a third standard, fourth standard child is fundraising over there. This concept is completely new to India. So my ask for you is this: can you become one of the fundraiser? Just reach out to your friends and family, no strangers. Just reach out to your friends and family members and ask them whether they can contribute for this scholarship, so that this year we can support another 1,000 students. So I am going to run a small poll. Okay, if you are interested, mark as yes. It's very, very easy. If you have WhatsApp and if you can ask at least 10 or 20 people, you can be a fundraiser. So I am launching a small poll. Can you take up this poll? Again, voluntary, absolutely voluntary. But I will tell you, this will create 10 times more impact. Because if you can donate 500 rupees, you will know at least 10 people who can donate 500 rupees and they can educate so many children. So please take up the poll. May 1st, the fundraising starts. I will WhatsApp you. I'll tell you when is the orientation date. You can join. You learn how to fundraise so that together we can educate 1,000 new children this year. We will come back and tell you who the student is, and you can even be part of the selection process. Please take up the poll. I request everyone to take up the poll. The moment I get 70% answers, I'm going to put the confirmation link in the chat. Please take up the poll and I will show you how the confirmation page looks like. See, it looks something like this. You just need to go put your name, say, I'm just showing you. Please put the same email ID which you used for sign up. You put your mobile number. And then see, you want to be part of Speak Out, click on be part of Speak Out. If you want to opt out, put drop out from this program. So if you want to be part of the program, be part of Speak Out. Did you attend the orientation or watch the recording fully? Press yes and click on submit. The moment you submit, it will take you to a thank you page where it tells you thank you for confirmation. This is how you need to give a confirmation. So please take up the poll. I could see 70% of them have taken the poll. Please, rest of them take the poll. I'm going to share the link for confirmation so that you can immediately give confirmation to be part of Speak Out. Guys, yeah, if you cannot see the poll, interested to be a donor or interested to be a fundraiser, put it in the chat. We will copy paste it. Put donor or fundraiser in the chat. We will get back to you if you cannot see the poll. Yes, the link has been put up on the chat, confirmation link. Please go and give a confirmation over there. Please go and give a confirmation there. If you can't see the poll, please put donor or fundraiser in the chat. I will explain you how to do this. We have put up the link. I will put the link once again, confirmation link. So we have there. So guys, so we are done with the session. We are done with the session. In case you want to speak with me, raise hands. I'll give you voice access. If you don't have any questions, then thank you so much. Thank you so much. I always used to say it's volunteers like you who make a huge difference by giving their time, giving their money, sharing their happiness. So keep volunteering, keep making a difference. Happy to interact with more than 1,016 people. We'll try to answer all your questions now. So, but my only request to all of you is keep volunteering, guys. We'll put our social media links once again in the chat. People are asking us, please follow us there. I will share my LinkedIn ID also. Shweta, please put it in the chat. I hope everyone enjoyed the session. If you enjoyed, please put some nice comments in the chat before you leave. I will see you all soon during some other orientation program or during the reflection meeting, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much for being patient and listening to me. Thank you. See you all. Bye.